Mataji, 29:17.
29:17. Okay.
Yes.
Yavat sarveshu bhuteshu madbhavo nopajayate tavad evam upasita vanmana kaya vrittibhi. Until one has fully developed the ability to see me within all living beings, one must continue to worship me. By this process, with the activities of his um, uh, speech, mind, and body. Purport: until one fully realizes the Supreme Lord within all beings, he should continue the process of offering obeisances to all creatures. Although one may not be able to actually fall on the ground before all creatures, at least within his mind or by his words, one should offer respect to all living beings. This will accelerate the devotee's self-realization. So mentally, even in our, how to deal with different levels of devotees, it says that Kanishta Adhikari, who is not yet initiated, we mentally offer obeisance. Anybody who is chanting Hare Krishna, mentally offer obeisances. Initiated devotee, we actually offer obeisances. So he's saying that you don't have to actually keep on or offering obeisances like that, because in today's world, people may wonder what is wrong with us. But mentally, everywhere we can see all living entities and, think of, oh, Paramatma, you're here everywhere, in everyone's heart. That we can do. And he's saying, and also through words, to people, one should offer respect to all living beings through his, at least within his mind or by his words. One should offer respect to all living beings. This will accelerate the devotee's self-realization. Just imagine if we are in that mood, how detached we'll be. We will not be affected by all these external things or what people are saying and doing and all those things. And we'll be super soul. We'll be seeing soul and super soul. And, anyway, he's saying that it will speeden or accelerate the devotee's self-realization. Sarvam brahmatmakam tasya vidyayatma manishaya paripashyan uparamet sarvato mukta samshaya. By such transcendental knowledge of the all-pervading personality of Godhead, one is able to see the absolute truth everywhere. Freed thus from all doubts, one gives up fruitive activities. So this is still in the beginning stages when we are trying to see Krishna everywhere. We're also going through that same stage. Not that only yogis or impersonalists are trying to advance like that, but even after chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we are going through these levels. First, we are wanting material enjoyment, right? We are praying, oh, I'm chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna, make all this possible, that possible. That is in the Karma Kanda level. And then we go to the impersonal level where we become detached from material sense gratification, and instead we see the connection between everything in this material world, every living entity, part and parcel of Krishna. Then we'll feel compassion for everything, all trees also. We feel very compassionate towards trees, fellow living beings, the animals, birds, everything, insects, and all living entities, whichever race, color, whatever, they're all the same. So that is the next level. And finally, Bhagavan realization is we are fully in love with Krishna and we're only thinking about his pastimes, everything what Krishna is doing. So we also going through that 3 levels. And Krishna is saying that how we must, if we want to progress to the second level of seeing Krishna everywhere, and then Paramatma everywhere, then we have to feel very respectful and see their soul. If showing respect is on the spiritual platform, not respect based on material respect is based on somebody's achievements or somebody's position or something like that. But real respect is atma to atma. It doesn't depend upon uh, anything external. It is simply the soul is feeling respect to all other souls, because soul is wonderful. If you can have a connection with soul, another soul, that is what is, you'll feel satisfied in that relationship, because you don't expect anything. You just feel happy, soul to soul. Your soul, I am soul, and wonderful. You're wonderful. You're part and parcel of Krishna, and I have deep respect for you. That is the platform we can really have. Everybody will be satisfied with such a person. You can see how Modi is doing that. Everybody all over the world, and we've even seen him playing with cows. The cows was following him. He was just, on the Gopashtami day or something, they brought small little Punganur kind of cows which came there. And maybe they're Punganur only. I brought him, and he was nicely stroking them, petting them. Then he got up and he was walking, and they're all following him. So, because he's connecting with everyone on the soul platform. So everybody is very happy with them. Of course, there are always some stupid people who don't like him for all wrong reasons. Simply they feel envious or whatever, or they are against Hinduism and such people, envious people. But otherwise, when you connect on the soul platform, that is when he's always in tears, he's ecstasy. Whoever he talks so humbly, and he's ready to touch all their feet. So you can imagine what is his consciousness. So much respect. He doesn't see external things, who's who. Everybody. He has so much love. That is why everybody responds to him, even the Westerners who don't have any spiritual knowledge, but they are spirit souls and they are responding. And not just because he's a wise, he is connecting with them on that platform. And when he says everyone is included, he really means it. He's not simply telling some jargon, just to sound good. So that is what, indeed, I consider this process, using one's mind, words, and bodily functions for realizing me within all living beings, to be the best possible method of spiritual enlightenment. Truly, then, whatever work you're doing, it doesn't matter. Everything is spiritual work, because you're doing it with a consciousness that I'm a servant of Krishna, and we recognize everyone to be part and parcel of Krishna, and we deeply respect them. Then definitely most of the people will some people will always take advantage. Hey, he's a bola bala, okay, let us loot his money or something. There might be such characters, but the vast majority who are quite innocent, they're not devious like that, but they will connect and feel, even for our bhakti vrikshas, when the people come and we can respect them like that spiritually. Maybe materially we don't know them, so we feel, they're all strangers. I'm not interested in them so much. And that's why people find it difficult to make phone calls to people. You know why? Because I don't know what to talk with them. I don't even know them. How can I talk very lovingly to them when I don't know them at all? That's the problem. Because we want to connect only with, though we'll be talking all about their, external activities, or where do you stay and what are your family, where, something about their life and what their likes, interests are, like casual talk. And we also say something about ourselves. That may be externally, it may be small talk, but we should have a deep respect for them, because how to have respect can think Krishna has sent this person to me. Somehow, the reason that, the fact that I have to talk to this person, Krishna has only brought this person because I'm talking about Krishna to him, not just for my sense gratification. So definitely it's arranged by Krishna that this person is even attending my program. So that should enable us to have deep respect for them. They are atmas, they're part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is concerned about this soul, and so he's brought him to a devotee. And so, if we think of them like that, we'll become very concerned about them. Then we'll be asking, "Oh, how are you? You said that day you had a headache. Are you okay now? There's your, anything, any small thing that they may mention. You said your mother is not well, or you were looking out for a job. Did you find it? Just show a little concern, and they'll be so touched. And because that is really, I mean, genuinely, not like Congress giving freebies. You want something in return last time, okay, I'll give you this. That's not, simply superficially, oh, say, oh, fine, how are you? That sort of thing won't touch the heart. Genuinely connect with them, on the because you respect them, and that respect gets conveyed. That is what makes people attracted to come. They want to stay. No superficial relationships. People are always suspicious. Why this person is after me, simply calling me and telling, come, come. Maybe they're getting something out of this, some commission, or I don't know. They like to be guru or something. So they will be suspicious. Anybody, because in the material world, nobody keeps calling you, only all these insurance brokers and, these bank people who are, you want loan, they keep pestering you. So they'll think these people also want something. But so, first of all, mentally, we have to prepare ourselves. We are doing spiritual progress. It's for my progress that I'm doing this, right? Because Krishna says, indeed, I consider this process using one's mind, words, and bodily functions for realizing me within all living beings to be the best possible method of spiritual enlightenment. We can see Krishna. What is spiritual enlightenment? To understand Krishna or to know him and to love him, to be aware of him every moment. That is spiritual enlightenment. And we want that. And he's saying, you see me, try to see me in everyone. You can see people, you can't see me. But you understand that within everyone is I am there. And uh, so uh, so we have to please Krishna. So that's what, by thinking like that, we are connecting Krishna in our relationship. We are bringing Krishna in the relationship, and that becomes perfect. Because when you think of this person in connection to Krishna, there won't be any sense gratification. They won't be, oh, you like me, I like you, I'll flatter you, you are okay, I'm okay. Not that kind of relationship. I want lot of friends and for following, all will say thumbs up to me. That's not what a relationship is. A relationship means, that satisfying relationship is that I respect you because you're part and parcel of Krishna. Then, then your mind will not come in the way. Mostly, people may play all mind games. Oh, why did they say this? Maybe they meant that. So much speculation and making up of stories. No communication, no real communication. So, a lot of misunderstanding. But if we respect them as souls, then our talks will be genuine. It'll not be all this mind games. Oh, I should flatter them, so then only they will do this for me. All those completely, that is all mental. From the heart, you simply love people because they're part and parcel of Krishna. Everything else Krishna does. We don't have to run after people. So in material situations, what is it? People try to befriend others. Oh, they'll be useful for me. Yeah, yeah, this one has got nice position. That one is very, very, whatever, influential. So I'll make friends with them and I'll benefit. You don't need to do all that. You just naturally, and especially in a Bhakti Vriksha, we're not calling people only influential, rich, and famous people. No, we want whoever Krishna brings. That should be our mood. And sometimes very rich people may also come, very poor people may also come, and we don't make any distinction that, oh, these people should be in a separate Bhakti Vriksha and all the other educated, uneducated. We don't make any difference. For that, we have to deal with everyone on the soul platform. Then what happens? Everyone will treat each other like souls. Then the very rich person won't mind, or a very educated person won't mind interacting with everyone. And that is real spiritual family. They will not think about, oh, I'm earning so much more, this one is not earning. That thought will not even cross their mind. They will only think about, oh, how much devotion these people have. how much they're chanting. Only that will be the concern. What services we can do together. So that is our Prabhupada said we are a spiritual thing, right? International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And so that is why it's very important. If we want our consciousness to advance, we have to treat everybody as part and parcel of Krishna. And this is the best possible method of spiritual enlightenment. Nahi angopakrame dvamso madharmas योद्धवान् स्वपि maya vyavasita samyan nirgunatvad anashisa. My dear Uddhava, because I've personally established it, this process of devotional service unto me is transcendental and free from any material motivation. Certainly, a devotee never suffers even the slightest loss by adopting this process. Although great sages and authorities have established various methods of human progress, the Supreme Lord Himself has introduced the system of Bhakti Yoga, wherein one directly takes shelter of the Lord in loving service. One who serves the Lord without personal motivation can never be defeated in his progress and will certainly go back home, back to Godhead in the near future. That means not many, many lifetimes. Whenever you are going back, what a fantastic thing. So, and this is transcendental and free from any material motivation. So, we don't try to talk, even preaching, oh, catch all rich people, then they'll give donation. You don't need to do all that because you want to serve Krishna and you really want to preach and you want to give out mercy to everyone. Krishna will arrange. That is spiritual. That is on the transcendental level. If we don't have that realization, then we'll be worried. Oh, we'll be chewing our nails. What will happen? Will we get enough money? How to do this? That is on the mental level, thinking I'm doing everything. No money, no money, all the time. Money, money, money. Look at everyone as money bags. How much money bag they have? Okay, then I'll talk to them. You don't. Then where is transcendental? This people are working for money. You're also working for money. No difference. We are working for Krishna's satisfaction. We want to give. That's how Prabhupada did. He didn't have any money. 40 rupees. Anybody goes to America and he didn't have anything with him. He had complete faith. I want to serve Krishna. He will. And he was making big plans. We must have one Back to Godhead magazine. It should look like Time magazine. And they didn't have enough money even to buy food. And Prabhupada, Krishna is not a poor man. He will provide. So our only motivations should be right. I want to serve Krishna. I want to give out this mercy to everyone. Now that I leave it to Krishna, day to day, whatever Krishna sends, whoever Krishna sends, that's okay. We don't judge anyone. I want only this type of people to come, that, or I will only approach these people, nothing. We have to go like a flow, like a river that just goes according to wherever it glides, according to the land. It just glides like that. And if there is a big hill or mountain, then it goes around it. It's never checked. In the same way, our bhakti can never be checked. Our motivate. Prabhupada also said that you just clean your heart. Everything else, everything else will work out fine in your life. So only our motivations have to be proper. And that's the only thing we have to concentrate our attention on. Everything else will fall into place. The only reason we get all these pinpricks and or even some difficulties, problems, simply to correct ourselves, course correct. Where am I going? We have to constantly monitor. Why do I want to do this? What is my motivation? If our motivation is only to satisfy Krishna, we must. That is self-realization. If we are just doing for our own sense gratification, I like doing it, or I want this kind of a thing, so I'm doing it and I enjoy it. Okay, that's okay in the beginning. Krishna also says, Yat karoshi, Yat juhoshi, Yat asnasi, Yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you give away, whatever austerities you perform, do it as an offering unto me. Okay, that is in the beginning stages. That is not what afterwards he says sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Whatever Krishna wants, that only I will do. And whatever I do is for his pleasure. That is advancement. That is self-realization. And he is saying, and that is bhakti. The other thing is not bhakti. We are trying to be bhaktas. But to actually perform bhakti is to think of Krishna, Krishna's pleasure. And I just reading about Radha, I mean, one pastime, Radha and Krishna's pastime. And Krishna is glorifying Radharani. And he's saying that, if anybody worships me without first worshipping you, he's not dear to me. He cannot achieve me. But if they first come to you, then they can achieve me. And not only that, if they say Radha and Krishna together, then they can control me. And then he is glorifying Radharani because you you are my pleasure potency. You are giving Ananda to me. And what is your Ananda? Your Ananda is simply to give me Ananda. You have no other desires at all. So, and he is very much, what does he say after that? So, this is the mood. And he says that if anybody follows your footsteps and also worships me like you, then they will come back to the spiritual world and continue serving me. So, if we can understand what is the standard of bhakti Shakti is under Radharani. She is the best bhakta. And that is the mood that she has no desire at all, only Krishna's desire. Whatever will please Krishna. And we have to elevate our consciousness to that level. Right now, we want to do whatever we like and then we offer it to Krishna. I mean, not only prasadam, anything, any work. We do according to what I like and then results, okay, we give it to Krishna. Even that, not fully something, even that is very good. That elevates us. But I'm saying a target should be, it'll take some time to reach that level. But nevertheless, our goal should be that I do everything only for Krishna's pleasure, not for my own. And this is done even by the greatest of beings in this universe, Brahmaji. He says that whatever work I'm doing, I'm not doing for my sense gratification. I'm only trying to satisfy you. And he was thinking, then how I could not recognize you when you are, as a small baby boy wandering around with curd rice in your left hand looking for the cows. Why I didn't recognize you? I am working without any fruitive results, attachment to fruitive results. I'm only working to please you. Then why I didn't recognize you? He was lamenting like that. So, there, the greatest of people who are also doing material activities, the topmost in the Bhagavatam, we hear of such characters, Ambarish Maharaj and all that, ruling over the whole world. And then his consciousness always thinking of Krishna, using all his senses for the service of Krishna. Being an emperor is no joke. Every day, so many things. Okay, because he was a pure devotee, Krishna arranged everything for the kingdom. There was always prosperity, right? A lot of rains coming and a lot of crops growing, Mother Earth supplying in abundance all minerals and metals and everything. So there was no question. He didn't have to, I mean, he had to make sure that the citizens were following all the Varnashrama Dharma properly, disciplined, and all things are going on. But not so many difficulties because, and seeing that people are God conscious. People are God conscious, then policing will become less difficult. And also, if one is a devotee, Mother Earth will supply everything, Indradev will supply everything. Then your job becomes very easy. And so, but Krishna is also very satisfied because we're only thinking of Krishna. So, for a devotee, it may seem What these devotees are doing, they're all not doing any tapasyas, especially if you compare ourselves with big yogis and all. There are still so many yogis in our beautiful land of India. So many yogis. We don't know them because they're not coming to the cities, especially now. Maybe we should go to Kumbh Mela, then they will see the yogis there. So many yogis who are tapasvis, who are renounced the world, and they are eating once a day some meal, something in the forests and all that. Mostly they'll get sweet potatoes, roots, like that, and eating that. That's it. Just put it in the fire, eat, and then all the time meditating. Such great souls are there. But what are we compared to them? We're not doing any austerity. And yet, that is also not perfection, because they're not doing with their sense gratification, with their body, mind, little bit attachment to the false ego is there, that I am doing, I have to overcome all this Maya. I have to get mystic powers or whatever they have. So that bit of, and some of these yogis are also very, I mean, concerned about welfare of people, not just they should merge in the Brahma Jyoti. There are yogis, siddhas, and all that who want to benefit the people. So there are many great souls all around, and we so then, but why is it that just, by chanting Hare Krishna Bhakti Yoga, I'm not doing anything much. Just in my house only I'm chanting, just worshipping little bit I'm doing. I am not giving up food and all the way they do. Every day we are cooking 3 times, eating nicely, of after offering Krishna, of course. Then how does it seems impossible that Bhakti Yoga is greater than that, provided Bhakti Yoga is done in the mood of doing everything for Krishna's pleasure. So we are Bhakti yogis, and those yogis, they are denying their senses and everything, and they're also trying to realize God, but that is much slower. Here, just by chanting Krishna's names and taking shelter of Radharani and all the, I mean, Guru Parampara, right up to Radharani, all the Vaishnavas, we take shelter and just chant Hare Krishna and try to love Krishna, glorify Him. That's what Krishna wants. So that is, Krishna is helping us to achieve that by personally instructing us what He wants. Esha buddhimatam, no, यो यो मयि परे धर्म कल्प्यते निष्फलया चेत तद आयासो निरर्थ स्यात् भयादेर इव सत्तमा. O Uddhava, greatest of saints, in a dangerous situation, an ordinary person cries, becomes fearful, and laments. Although such useless emotions do not change the situation, but activities offered to me without personal motivation, even if they are externally useless, amount to the actual progress of religion. Purport. Even the most insignificant activity, when offered to the Supreme Lord without personal desire, can elevate one to the perfection of spiritual life. Actually, Lord Krishna always protects and maintains his devotee. But if a devotee cries to the Lord for protection or maintenance, desiring to continue his devotional service unimpeded, Lord Krishna accepts such apparently unnecessary appeals to be the highest religious process. That's why we see that, okay, he is saying that materially, actually, when they lament and cry and all that, It's useless because you have to work on it. Simply you cry and lament and get angry and all in a dangerous situation. You are afraid, and that it's useless. Nothing happens. Instead, you have to collect your thoughts. I mean, control your mind and think, how should I solve this, or what should I do now? But in devotional service, without any personal motivation, we pray to the Lord, how can I serve you, my Lord? Please help me serve you, whatever, save me from this situation. That is okay, even if they are externally useless, amount to the actual process of religion. Because religion means connecting with Krishna or humbling ourselves and appealing to Him and have no desires for sense gratification. Instead, we want to be His servants. That's the only thing. And anything, even words, Krishna, that's why Hare Krishna mantra, we are appealing to the Lord, please engage me in your service, engage me in your service. That is why it's so pure and uplifting. So anything with a desire to serve Him is very, very exalted, even if it's something very, maybe just we offered water to Krishna. Others might think, what they're doing, nothing. They're just giving some simple stuff. But if it's done with devotion, Krishna accepts it with great love, and that is religion. That is the topmost form of religion, to satisfy Krishna. Krishna is satisfied, we are successful. And and even, I mean, the Gopas and all the Vrajavasis, they were there after Kalya was, sent away. And then they were all very tired because whole day they were standing there watching Krishna, and they were all hungry also, and they didn't want to walk all the way back home. No prasadam also at home, maybe. So they thought actually that was just an excuse, but they wanted to spend time with Krishna. So they all said, let's sleep here only on the banks of the river. So that time, suddenly what happened? A forest fire came. And that all the Vrajvasis prayed to Krishna, please protect us, Krishna. According to this, he's saying, you, although such useless, no, in the purport, he is saying, even Lord Krishna always protects and maintains his devotee. But if a devotee cries to the Lord for protection or maintenance, desiring to continue his devotional service unimpeded, Lord Krishna accepts such apparently unnecessary appeals to be the highest religious process. So they were pure devotees. They are associates of Krishna. Is there any chance that the fire will destroy them? It will not. But still, because they wanted to be with Krishna, and they were afraid, what will happen if I'm burnt to death, and then how I will be with Krishna, how I can serve Krishna. So then Krishna, you can talk anything out of love with Krishna. All these do's and don'ts and formalities are there as long as we don't have a proper relationship with Krishna. And so we shouldn't say all the wrong things and displease him. So we have set ways. We shouldn't ask for selfish things and all those things. But when one loves Krishna, everything you say is Shastra. Perfect. No problem. So that is how it is. Even if they are my, but activities offered to me without personal motivation, even if they are externally useless, amount to the actual process of religion. So it's all to do with the attitude ultimately. It's not what you offer to Krishna, but your mood. I mean, without any personal motivation, I just love Krishna. I wish he could eat this. That's it. Then Krishna's so happy and he will accept without any philosophical explanations, just out of love. And that's why that Alalanath in Puri, in this thing, Jagannath, close to Jagannath Puri, that temple, how, how the Lord has got burnt marks in the hand. And how did he get that? Because the father, he was the pujari, Brahmana, and he was away, and they had just given Brahman thread to their son, 8 years old, and he was asked to offer whatever mother cooks, bring it to the deity and offer. Then he said, okay, he's a Brahmin boy. And so he brought very sincerely, brought everything, kept in front of Krishna and said, please eat. No motivation, no thinking, oh, this work I have to do. Or he was thinking, if I do all this, then Krishna will bless me. No such thoughts. He just thought, okay, I have to ask Krishna to eat. Very nice. I like Krishna. So he brought all the food, kept, and he told him, Krishna, now you eat. He didn't think, oh, today what prasadam is made. After Krishna eats, I can also eat. Nothing. He just brought and he wanted Krishna to eat. And Krishna, I mean, he might have eaten with his eyes, but he didn't know all that. He didn't know that Krishna will accept and give it back. He thought Krishna will actually eat. He was waiting and waiting, and nothing happened. Plate is just as it is. And is asking Krishna, he starts crying. Imagine that small child, so innocent, and he thought maybe I did something wrong, that Krishna is not accepting from me. And so he started crying. And Krishna said, why are you crying? He started talking. Hey, you're not eating. So then Krishna was so happy. This boy is so unmotivated, nothing. He just wants me to eat. Just that much of love we do because for Krishna's pleasure. He 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 was not thinking, oh, today mother has made all lovely things. Now finish, Krishna eats, and then I can go and I can also eat. He didn't think any of those things. He wanted Krishna to eat. And he had full faith that Krishna actually eats. He didn't doubt that at all. And Krishna was so happy, he actually jumped from his step and came down, sat down, and started eating. And the boy didn't think that was anything unnatural or very abnormal, nothing. He thought maybe this is what my father does every day. He gives it to Krishna, and Krishna comes, sits down, and eats. So Krishna polished off the plate. There was nothing in that plate because of his Leela. Normally he leaves also, but sometimes, but he just full plate empty. And this boy goes and gives it to his mother. He thought maybe this is what happened. He doesn't know anything. What is what being done every day. And mother was shocked. Where is all the prasadam? Krishna ate. See how, I mean, Krishna reciprocates. He had no motivation. He didn't even know philosophy, nothing. He just wanted Krishna to eat. That's all. If we can only think from Krishna's perspective, that is all. That is real religion. That is the only thing we must be concentrating on. Other things Krishna will take care. This is a very big, good deal, right? We only have to work on this, our hearts. What's my attitude towards Krishna? Do I really want to do for Krishna? I must love him. That I become as like a selfless, like a mother who thinks, I mean, this is the nearest in the material world, is only wants to see how the child will be happy, always planning things, not thinking, oh, if I do like this, then the child will be nice to me, and then he will later also. I mean, no planning like that. Just you want the child to be happy. That's it. So Krishna is our child also, and more than even our own children or family members, we should worry about Krishna. Actually, we have to purify our consciousness. Am I thinking of Krishna's happiness, only my family's happiness? If we worry about Krishna's happiness, I do everything very nicely. Of course, in the home, we cook according to our own taste, family taste. That's okay. But while cooking, we have to be thinking of Krishna's. It has to be proper consciousness and do it properly so that everything is perfect, not too spicy or too much salty or whatever. And we're chanting Hare Krishna only to satisfy Krishna. That is, then we feel so happy and we go and give it to Krishna. Krishna, please eat. And if he suppose polishes the plate, will be in ecstasy, right? I don't need prasadam even. If Krishna's eaten, oh, that is joy. We don't need to separately eat. If Krishna eats, we also feel satisfied. So that kind of samarpan we are offering, that is real offering. Not that, oh, Krishna, quickly eat, ding, 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 ding. Okay, now, just 10 minutes left, quickly have to go and eat. Okay, we are living in that kind of fast-paced world, but still, where this is concerned, this is a good way to clear our mind from all these dirty thoughts of ourselves enjoying everything. Any activity, any seva, any work we do must be always directed towards Krishna's satisfaction. We must keep on practicing. No, maybe it may not be perfect every time or sometimes even, but if you're trying, then Krishna will help us. Like, because that is what is dearest to him. This process is the supreme intelligence of the intelligent and the cleverness of the most clever. Okay. Esha buddhimatam buddhir manisha cha manishinam yat satyam antare neha martye napnoti mamritam. This process is the supreme intelligence of the intelligent and the cleverness of the most clever. For by following it, one can, in this very life, make use of the temporary and unreal to achieve me, the eternal reality. So, compared to all the other yogis and all that, the bhakta utilizes material things, right? That's what we are. You feel guilty, all these yogis and all, what they are eating? Nothing. And here I am eating 3 meals, nice food, all tasty food I cook and offer and eat. Then you feel guilty. But he is saying it is the supreme intelligence of the intelligent and the cleverness of the most clever. For by following it, one can in this very life make use of the temporary and unreal to achieve me, the eternal reality. So that is, as described in this chapter, one who desires personal prestige in the Lord's service cannot be considered intelligent and clever. Similarly, one who's anxious to become a sophisticated, transcendental philosopher is not the most intelligent, nor is one who is expert in accumulating money. The Lord here states that the most intelligent and clever person is the devotee who offers his temporary, illusory material body and possessions to him with love and without personal motivation. The devotee thus obtains the eternal absolute truth. It's a very good bargain. We have all material things with us. And by giving it to with love to Krishna, we can purchase Krishna. We get Krishna himself, the supreme truth, unlimited. By giving little limited stuff, but without motivation, we can get unlimited. So it's a very good bargain. So that is why the most intelligent, the Lord here states that the most intelligent and clever person is the devotee who offers his temporary, illusory material body and possessions to him with love and without personal motivation. The devotee thus obtains the eternal absolute truth. In other words, real intelligence is to actually surrender to Lord Krishna without personal desire for duplicity. That is the Lord's opinion. So surrender means whatever Krishna wants, okay, let him do. That's all. And just keep on following. No need to feel scared. Oh, am I supposed to do this or not? Just, I mean, of course, we must be concerned that we are doing correctly. But more than that, some people speculate a lot. Maybe I'm not even supposed to do this. Giving to Krishna means that, you know, uh, like artificially become like a yogi or sannyasi. No, there are like whatever in the grasta life, there is also um, some sense gratification of achieving personal goals and are all there. But that is why if you're intelligent, you'll use all those material assets to realize Krishna. So we may be having relationships, we may be having jobs, we have some social status, whatever. But all that, if it is used for serving Krishna, then we are very smart. Because how to get Krishna is all transcendental. Only by bhakti, very easily we can get. It's easy, but it's also not easy because of our mental, mental attachments to, first of all, thinking through the mind. On the other hand, if it's just bhakti yogi relies on his heart, he surrenders and Krishna instructs him. So he is happy. He is not afraid, oh, if I do that, afraid of fear of God. Goes away. And we surrender and accept whatever Krishna says. Mind may rebel, but we have full faith in Krishna. In the heart, we take surrender, we take shelter of Guru and Krishna. And in this way, we don't have to have any anxieties for anything. All my intention is I should satisfy Krishna. That's all. In all my actions, in all my relationships, I don't expect anything from anybody, but that I try to see Krishna in everyone's heart and try to satisfy them by my services. So this entire thing is so that, and the next verse he says, thus I have related to you, both in brief and in detail, a complete survey of the science of the absolute truth. Even for the demigods, the science is very difficult to comprehend. But the word Devanam indicates those living beings in the mode of goodness, such as demigods, saints, and pious philosophers, who nevertheless cannot understand the absolute truth because they lack full surrender to the personality of Godhead. So even for the demigods, this science is very difficult to comprehend. They are engaged in the service of the Lord, administrative service. But because they are a little bit unsurrendered also, they are thinking of sense gratification. And they're not doing pure bhakti, so they're not able to understand. But a bhakta, even on this earth, maybe is very simple. Complete survey of the science of absolute truth. And he is saying you can, because you can understand, because you're a devotee. And through Deva, he is broadcasting it to everyone. Become my devotee. That is the best thing. Oh. Yeah, there are some examples. I've repeatedly spoken this knowledge to you with clear reasoning. Anyone who properly understands it will become free from all doubts and attain liberation. This is what the essence he is telling Krishna. After giving all the so much knowledge in Upanishads and Vedas and all that, ultimately he is saying, leave everything and just take shelter of me. That is all you need to do. It's only because people are not ready to surrender completely to Krishna, and that Krishna has set up an elaborate system of religion, dharmas, so many types of dharma, so many types of worships, because we want to avoid Krishna. So that's why he's got step by step different levels until we finally understand Vasudevam Sarvamiti. Krishna is all there is. Everyone else is part and parcel of Krishna. So there is only, you can never avoid Krishna even a moment. Everything is in relation to him. So that is Krishna's instruction. So we stop now. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mataji.
Yeah, please accept my humble obeisances.
Mataji, one question. You said like Modi, he was doing so many things, like Mataji, but still some people, they don't like him the way he does. So how to understand those people, Mataji? how to understand those people. And we need to really point out him, like, that, yeah, Modi, these kind of things is not doing good. How we need to think Modi's mood, and how we need to think the people who are pointing out him.
See, either because of lack of knowledge in some places, his knowledge about what he's doing is not promoted, and a lot of anti-propaganda maybe there. uh, like for example in Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh and all that, people were not in knowledge because the local leaders, for whatever reason, BJP is also not very well established, and so they may, and they listen to the anti-propaganda. Oh, he's autocrat. He wants to change the constitution. Some nonsense, or they will not promote all the good that he is doing. They'll keep quiet, or whatever things that he's giving all the people, they don't use it only. So people are ignorant, and they listen to the media propaganda. And media, see, most of the media are paid by the government. I mean, whichever government, not Modi government, but other these state governments or Congress, they give money to the media so that they will promote their things. And nowadays, only paid media exists mostly, especially newspapers and all that, because it's very difficult to run the paper. It's too expensive, and it's you can't charge too much also, and so running a paper is equal to a loss. So how they make up? Through ads, and mostly through bribes from all these people. So you see, they're also promoting anti-BJP things. They will promote all their, the ones who gave them bribes. You can see that, and they will give very tilted this thing. So because of that, but nowadays what has happened is, because social media is there, so they don't have to bother about this media, paper, newspapers, televisions. At least one or two good ones are there, which are no, few maybe are saying the truth. Most of them, you see, they'll be colored. So these are some of the reasons. But now, because of social media, the truth is going out, and a lot of people are coming to realize about his greatness. And you see on the TV that what welcome he gets all over the world. Only in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, because of purposely the governments, they try to this thing, they own the media, they stop the media from broadcasting whatever he does, and do anti-propaganda, tell all lies. That is why. And also because the westernized people, they are against Hindutva, right? Even Hindus themselves, oh, they'll say we are secular, we should not be very religious, we should not politicize religion, all kinds of they have these things. And that is also a reason educated people, cynicism towards Hinduism, towards a culture, religion, that's also fast improving. A lot of westernized people are also slowly realizing and feeling little pride in our culture and heritage. But vast majority, I mean, wherever you find such pockets of people who act cynical and criticize Modi, are the ones who are atheistic, westernized. They don't like God. That is the type of people who are against Modi. It is otherwise, there's nothing to be against him. What is he doing? Is full gold. Is whatever he does is perfect. There's nothing. Even the great, all right from all priests and rishis, everyone is going gaga over him. So who can what can you find anything wrong in what he's doing? Only those who are atheistic people, they don't want all this Jai Shri Ram business. And so they don't want Hindutva. And so they are the ones, or the leftist people who are pro-left, though are pro-Congress. These are the people against BJP. Now even Congress, so many people have realized, why we must be stuck with this, and they're changing to BJP. So it's just a lack of knowledge. And Annamalai in Tamil Nadu, that is precisely what he did. He's gone to every constituency and had his road shows, and only Modi, Modi, Modi. Actually, when I heard the kind of dedication that Annamalai has towards Modi. And I was thinking, gee, I don't have even a fraction of that dedication for glorifying Krishna, glorifying Guru, Prabhupada. So much, I mean, the kind of selflessly he was just glorifying Modi, and so much devotion to him he has. And because of that,
If you
I,
take Prabhupada also, like,
uh,
he did lot of service to his guru to fulfill the, like, the promise that he made to guru. He worked hard so much and he changed little bit also. But, so many like followers, like god brothers of Srila Prabhupada also, they did not like the way Prabhupada.
that is
But
envy,
the
na?
Prabhupada mission was different, right, Mataji?
No, because of envy.
Envy.
Because they all were not able to do na. None of them, some of them went there, came back saying it's impossible. And they were not
So
successful. They
working
didn't,
towards the guru's instruction is more important than anything else, right, Mataji?
yes. He had complete faith. Whatever my guru said is true, 100% true. I will just follow that. Whereas they didn't follow. First of all, he said, I don't want any one particular acharya and all that. I want you all to form a GBC. They just after Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati left, then they just didn't follow him. They said, no, all this GBC, because each one had his own ambition. So there were one or two people who were vying to be the acharya, and the others were running after material assets. So they didn't want to cooperate. And first of all, that's why they became, not powerless. Okay, some little power they got, whatever they followed, but not like Prabhupada. And they didn't even have faith that you can actually spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. They went there, tried, came back and said, no, maybe Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said all over India. That already Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur did. He told them to go abroad, and Prabhupada believed completely in his guru's mission, only for his guru, because otherwise he was not interested. Even he said, anyway, my god brothers, sannyasis are there, they can do. He didn't even try to go and all that. Only because Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur came in his dream 3 times, said, go. You have to preach, become a sannyasi. That's why. So because no motivation at all and no material desires, and have complete faith in only satisfying Guru, that's why he was successful. In, that is why he was successful. And what did I want to say? Some call came in between, I got distracted. Yeah, Bhakti. And so because
You
of
were
that,
talking about Annamalai, how Annamalai was actually praising Modi in his talks.
what?
You were talking about Annamalai, how he was talking about Modi. That's this topic.
Yeah, so much. And that people, I mean, Tamil Nadu was against Modi because of the local government. They were, they purposely told all bad things about him, and people really, oh, he's very north oriented, he doesn't like south, he hates Tamil language, he wants to impose Hindi. All lies they fed, and people believed that, so they didn't like him. And Annamalai went and told how much he cares for. I mean, that is a fact. Modi wants, every place is important for him. He doesn't want to impose Hindi or anything like that. But he wanted one national language. It should be there. But that doesn't mean he didn't encourage regional things. So he went and told exactly what Modi wants. And people, because Modi itself has got true motivations, and Annamalai, seeing his devotion to Modi, complete faith in his words and his deeds, and just glorifying him and revealing about his mission to them, everyone sold out. That first time when Modi came, this time when he went, everyone, Modi. This is the first time they are also going gaga like North. Otherwise, till now, they were very cool. So that is what it is, just that people have to get the knowledge. And the person who really is dedicated, to who understands him, who's dedicated, So if they talk, then everyone will this thing. Same way, even for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we'll say, oh, nobody knows him, and we keep quiet. I don't want to promote Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because nobody knows him. And nobody knows him. Why? Because we have not promoted him. If we promote him like Annamalai, everybody, will be chanting Jai Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda. Jai Sri Ram also, Jai Sri Gaur Nitai also must be the next one. Of course, TOVP also, they are saying that end of 2025, it should be ready. They're saying that. So then our work also becomes easier. Keep taking them to TOVP, showing them who's Gaur Nitai and all that. But we have to feel that kind of passion. Why is we? I mean, he's not even doing so that I'll become chief minister and all that. He's very, very idealistic. He always was. Even as a cop in Karnataka, he is known for his fearless standing for the truth. Nobody could bribe him. They'll be finished if they do such things, and all thieves will be caught. He was very respected police officer here, and then he left it in order to bring about this awakening in Tamil Nadu. So his is completely on a selfless mode. He never thought that now I'm a politician, I'll do all these things so that I'll be made chief minister. He's not even thinking of all that. He just wants to, he is concerned about everybody. I mean, their problems matter to him so much. He did so much service even during the rain without many publicity. He didn't even call all the media to show off or anything. Most of the thing, even unreported, he was doing for the people. That is the heart-to-heart connect. That service mood is required. Then whatever Krishna wants will happen. That is the kind of, we must have the desire to share our knowledge. For us, of course, we are promoting Krishna consciousness, Gaur Nitai, Prabhupada. We must feel passionately and we must tell people this is the thing, without sounding fanatic. Annamalai is not fanatic, but he's just, whatever is the truth is very inspired by him. And he shares this very sincerely without any motivation that I should be made something, I must have this, nothing about himself, just glorifying Modi, that's all. So imagine, we have such great examples now in front of our eyes. What is selfless service? And so we must aspire for that. We shouldn't think, oh, pure devotees can do. I'm not a pure devotee. No. Okay, look at people on the outside world. They're not pure devotees, but then they're doing selfless service. So we should also do that. Mode of goodness is then, and in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in the 10th chapter that of the causes for victory, I am morality. So if we want to be victorious, we have to be moral. That is the secret. He says, secret for victory is morality. Krishna is saying that. So if we want to be successful, we have to be very moral, we have to be very upright, then automatically success will come. Yeah, that's it. Okay. This one, I mean, Keshavi.
Yes, yes, Mataji, very nicely. What I understood, like Mataji, Srila Prabhupada was also, he was completely dedicated and surrendered towards Guru and Krishna, and he was trying to do so many things to make change, to make them chant Hare Krishna Mahamantram and let them preach, because sometimes Srila Prabhupada has given some people, like, you are not qualified also, he gave initiation, and now they have become very dedicated souls also. They are serving Srila Prabhupada. So, but still people, they try to point out him and all those things, right, Mataji? So, but what I understood, the dedication we need to see, how much dedicatedly we are serving Guru instruction, that is more important. I'm feeling, Mataji. Is that right, Mataji?
Yes. Simply by seeing your dedication, people will like Prabhupada. Simply by saying Annamalai, also, that is another reason. They are saying, oh, you such a nice chela, then Modi must be really great. Because he, seeing his, somebody glorifying him or working for him, that is enough to have a good estimation of the person. So if we are working in a very dedicated way and very sincere way, they'll think definitely Prabhupada must be a fantastic person, even if they don't know him. They'll think, oh, his disciples are so wonderful. Definitely, if we do that, the glory will be gurus automatically. They will think, oh, if the Shishya himself is like this, then oh, the Guru must be so great. Because all power is coming from there.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, then we pray for his
Hare
holiness.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Pranam, Mataji, please accept my humble obeisance. Mataji, I have one doubt, why these yogis are not chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Mataji? Why they are undergoing so much severe penances? This mantra is from so Satya Yuga, no? They have read it scriptures, no? Why they are not chanting?
See, everybody is in a different level of evolution in their spiritual understanding, in their desires. So they have they may be attached still more to the body and the mind, and they do yoga, but if they are in the mode of goodness, then they want to benefit the world. So like that, Krishna says that the yogis, by many, many years of rendering service like that, ultimately come to me. So it is a question of desire and consciousness. So we can't say everyone should chant Hare Krishna immediately at the same time. May not be possible, because they have their karmas they have to work out on. And Krishna has given all these different levels of practices according to whatever they can and whatever they desire. So that is why, though we must preach, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went everywhere. He preached to all yogis and Buddhists and impersonal, everybody he preached. We should also try. But only some will take it up, some will still be attached, but we can give them prasadam and tell them to include Hare Krishna. Okay, in yoga classes, you can tell, please play Hare Krishna mantra in the background, but actually they want silence and they chant Om, I don't know what. But anyway, in our yoga, if we are teaching yoga, then we can put, that is what they do in other countries. They have yoga as an outreach. Then they play Hare Krishna, this thing in the background, and then they teach them yogasana. So like that, we can dovetail it in some way, but not that everybody will become same Hare Krishna chanting, and it may take them time. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, even 1% of the population becomes Krishna conscious, chanting Hare Krishna, there'll be golden age. What is that golden age? That everybody is following their own practices, religion, very sincerely. Yogis also and other karmakandis also, everybody is religious and God conscious and glorifying Krishna, though their practices may be different, but everybody is progressing towards God consciousness. That is only feasible. Even golden age and all that, it's not that the whole world will be chanting only Hare Krishna, reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Maybe finally sometime it may happen. I mean, so when the golden age proceeds for some more years, then maybe everyone might think, oh, this is an easy process, let me do that. But it doesn't matter also, because people have, every jiva is so different, unique, and they have their own things, and Krishna's interacting with them. That's why we are not able to preach to everyone now. We go call 20 people, call 2 people may agree to come. Why is it like that? That is because of that. Very few actually want to go back to God or ready to accept Krishna and want to do devotional service. Very special Hare Krishna this movement is. So we may not have so many following compared to others, like you see Isha Foundation and all that. They've got lots of followers, right? But their process is also, see, very materialistic people find it very easy to do that. There are not so many, they are vegetarian and they eat sattvic food. That is all good. They're not allowed to eat non-veg and all that. And I don't know what else they do in the worship of, they do yoga, I think. And they accept they're worshipping Shiva. So some people are attracted to worshipping Shiva and Parvati. That is also good. But those who are more attached to this body, you know, material world, little bit of sense enjoyment, they are the ones who feel more comfortable worshipping them, because they don't demand, you for Krishna transcendental. Krishna is so transcendental, only transcendental, that is our goal. So even to try to be transcendental requires a lot of elevation, and even agreeing to chant, even and that itself, the soul has to be ready, to accept Krishna. So it's like that. But whoever we can, not that we stop preaching to all others, no. Even if you find somebody very dedicated to Shiva and all that, you can say, I mean, if you feel they're a little more open-minded, little more liberal, then you can tell them, why don't you also include Hare Krishna chanting? You have to see the candidate. Somebody is fully focused on only Shiva, and you go and tell them chant Hare Krishna, they will look at you. We can try. Then they say, look at you in some way. Okay, no problem. Yeah, just very nice. Jai Shri Ram. That's a common thing, no? So it is a very master stroke that Modi has done. Firstly, he made everyone perform yoga. So that made everyone, yoga is also spiritual, towards spiritual, this thing. So that is one thing. And within India, I mean, of course, even other people are now saying Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. The Ayodhya temple is such a wonderful thing. It's Vaishnava, like Ram. And everybody is connected to that. So they're all going towards Vaishnavism. Though he never says, all of you stop everything and only do Bhakti Yoga, only worship Ram. But you see, everybody is attracted to Ram. That's very good. They may be yogis, they may be jnanis, impulseless, Buddhists. Everybody went to Ram temple. Everyone went to Ayodhya. So that is fantastic. That is how we can expect our golden age to be. Everyone may accept God Nitai. We should try for that. That everyone accepts he's the Yuga avatar, but they may continue to do whatever they are doing. Then slowly they may progress through different births, or within that birth also something some of them may achieve. So yeah. So once
Thank you,
the
Mataji.
yeah, we should promote Gaur Nitai very much. Must say Dhyada Yuga Dharma without touching on their practices and saying now only you must change everything. No,
Mhm.
you do that. You also add Gaur Nitai in your this thing that we can do. We can promote them as the avatar for this age, showing all the quotations in the scriptures, how even Vishnu Sahasranamam and all the Bhagavatam and so many other Upanishads and Puranas are saying that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the avatar for this age. So, suppose you are very dedicated to Biden, okay, you like the American president. Okay, no problem. We're not saying don't like him. But then if you ignore Modi ji, he is our immediate prime minister, that is foolish, right? So in the same way, you worship other Yugavataras of the other ages, avatars for who came in the other ages. That's fine. God is eternal. But especially for this age, when he comes, then it is intelligent to also worship him. No, then we'll get special favors. He's meant for this age. We should go to him only. So in this way, you can say you do whatever you want, but you also, for your whatever worship you're doing, for it to be successful, you include God Nitai. That's why we should have lots of God Nitai photos with us and give everybody one and say they are the Yuga avatars. So, whatever you maybe your practice, you keep them and chant a few times Hare Krishna mantra, then your life will be successful and all your pujas also will be successful. And do. We should promote without touching their whatever, their deep faith.
Hare
Okay,
Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yes. Huh?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Healing.
ಇದು
ಹರಿಬೋಲ್
ದೇವತೆಗಳು
ಕೃಷ್ಣ
ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ
ಮಾತ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂದ್ರ, ವರುಣ, ವಾಯು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲನು
ಹ್ಮ್
ಅವರುಗಳದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಗುಣಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿ? ರಜೋಗುಣ, ತಮೋ ಗುಣ, ಸತ್ವಗುಣ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು. ಅವರು
ದೇವಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸತ್ವಗುಣ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ.
ಬೇಕಷ್ಟು ಇಂದ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಷ್ಟು ತಪ್ಪುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಲ್ವ ಮಾತಾಜಿ? ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮುನಿಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮುನಿರ್ ಹೆಂಡತಿರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಟ್ಟದು ಕೆಲವು ತಪ್ಪುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಷ್ಟು ಇಂದ್ರನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದು.
ಆಗ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದಲ್ವಾ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲಾನು?
ಅದು ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಜೋಗುಣವೂ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸತ್ವಗುಣ 80%, 20% ರಜೋಗುಣ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಮೋಗುಣವೂ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕರ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತಾಜಿ, ನಮ್ ತರನೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ಮಗಳು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಇರುತ್ತ ಮತ್ತಾಜಿ.
ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೇರ್, ಸಾರಿ ತುಂಬಾ ರೇರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಇದು ಅವ್ರ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಯೂ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ತಪಸ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಯಶ್ಚಿತ್ತವೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಇವಾಗ ಇಂದ್ರ ಇದು ಇವನು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಎತ್ತಿದಾಗ ಜೋರ ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ಸೋದು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಟ್ಟದು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ದೇವ್ರು ಭಗವಂತ ಅವನು ಇದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಲೋಕ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಂದ್ರ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ಸಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಟ್ಟಿ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಥರ ಇದು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿ?
ಹೌದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರೈಡ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಅವரோட ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಇಂದ್ರ ವಿಷ್ಣುவோட ಇದು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಕ್ಕೂ ಇಷ್ಟು ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರೈಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ರಜೋಗುಣ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರ ಡಿವೋಟಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪರ್ಸನಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಡಿವೋಟಿಗೆ ಇದು ಪ್ರೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರೇ ಏದೋ ಲೀಲಾ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಾ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂದ್ರ ಆತರ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ಇಯರ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ವ್ರಜವಾಸೀಸ್ ಇಂದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂಜಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಟೈಮು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಗವಾನ್, ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಏನು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಬಾಲಕ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೂಜೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೋಪ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಲೆಸನ್ಸ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಿವೋಟಿಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪರ್ಸನಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಡಿವೋಟಿಯ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗುನು ಅದೇ ತರ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಗುನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ತರ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿ? ಮನುಷ್ಯರು
ಹೌದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಡಿವೋಟೀಸ್ಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಿನ್ಸಿಯರ್ ನೀವು ಡಿವೋಷನಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನಮ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಗೂ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ನಾವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಡಿವೋಷನಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಗುರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿನ್ಸಿಯರ್, ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿನ್ಸಿಯರ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಈ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ನಾವು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಇದು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಆ ತರ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಡಿಸೈರ್ ಇಚ್ಛಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಸ್ವಯಂ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದು ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಹೌದು. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಂದು ನಡೀತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಬೇಡ, ಭಗವಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ. ಅದು ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮಾಡೋದು ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಆದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದೇ ಇದಲ್ವಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿ.
ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ನೀವ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲ?
ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಭಗವಂತನ ಆರತಿ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರ ಭಕ್ತ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದು ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಾಗ್ತಿದೀವ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನುಮಾನಗೊಳಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ದಂಡತ್ ಪ್ರಣಾಮ.
Now we go to prayers for His Holiness. Today also came, but anyway, I'll quickly say we pray for His Holiness Jayaptak Swami's good health, well-being, protection from all diseases, and success in his Ayurveda treatment, and so that all his illnesses are fully cured, and protection from all diseases for him and all the servants. We pray for good health, well-being, longevity and protection from all diseases for all Prabhupada disciples. We pray for all our devotees and their families for their good health, well-being, longevity and protection from all diseases, and speedy recovery from all existing illnesses for both the devotees and their families. And we pray for rainfall for Karnataka, and we pray for peace and prosperity and harmony in all over India and rest of the world also. Let us chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then we pray for that person who is partner of Srikant Gopinath.
Madhuri Mataji. Venkata
Madhuri, speedy recovery. And then Rasashekar Prabhu, speedy recovery. And Srinivas Prabhu, speedy and complete recovery. And also Radhika Mataji, speedy and complete recovery. We pray for good health for Venkatpati Prabhu, and speedy recovery and good health. And also we pray for Neeraja Mataji, speedy recovery and good health. And we pray for Chandana Mataji and Narmada Mataji's speedy recovery and good health. We pray for Alikya Mataji to conceive a nice Krishna conscious and healthy child. We pray for baby Radhish, speedy Krishna conscious progress. Prasanna Revati Mataji's parents and brother for their good health, well-being, Krishna conscious progress. We pray for Vrinda Narayani,